I'm going to apologize to you, but not to Rob, because you're taking this to a whole different level now. Different.
Mic 3, everybody.
Walking up here, you'll probably notice a big smile on my face. 13 years. 13 years I've been waiting for this opportunity.
Oh, no.
What can I say, my friends? To be in a place where I have the most important people in your life, your family, your friends, and I have their complete and undivided attention, and I get to talk about you. When Rob asked me to be his best man, one of the first words out of his mouth were, "So, what are you going to say?" Then we both agreed that I should talk about how we met. But after giving it careful consideration, it probably isn't the most appropriate thing to talk about on the most important day of his life.
Where did that picture come from? Where's that from?
Then he also made me promise that there would be some things in our relationship that have happened that we would both take to our graves. But if you want to meet me at the bar after this, I'll tell you anything you want to know.
I've never seen that picture. Where did you get that picture?
Since I can't tell you about how we met,
Man, I was
can tell you
skinny.
about the first time I saw Rob.
I lost weight for your wedding, eh?
I appreciate that. And I have to say that I was a little taken aback, and I was given some very interesting, disturbing information. And it went a little something like this. Now you have to imagine we're in a dark, seedy, not so appealing pool hall on the outskirts of Richmond. And another friend of mine were sitting around laughing, having a good time. And all of a sudden he picked up and said, "Hey, here comes Rob Van Dyke." And I'm like, "So who's this Rob guy?" He says, "You don't know Rob?" I'm like, "No." He said, "Well, the rumor is he's pretty scary. He carries a knife. And I'm pretty sure it killed a guy." And I'm like, "Okay." And walks Then walks in Rob. Now again, use your imagination. Black jeans, black shirt, black leather jacket, you get the idea, black boots, long dark hair, and black sunglasses. And remember, this is at night. And I pecked up to my friend and said, "Hey, it's Corey Hart." If there was ever a poster child from Metallica, AC/DC, or the devil, this was the guy. And if your imagination isn't exactly what it should be, don't worry, as you've already seen, I brought visual demonstrations. But before I continue, I want to confirm the Rob that most of you know, and have seen for the last number of years. And I brought a photo that portrays that innocent, baby-faced, sweet little Rob again that we've all grown to love. There we go. This is a picture from almost 6 years ago when Rob was a groomsman in my wedding. And as you can see, not much of a change. She looks a little younger, has a little more hair, but a good-looking, sharp, handsome young man. Rob, don't feel too good about yourself yet. One of the things Rob mentioned to me before bestowing the straight honor on me is he wanted to make sure he told me many times, "You're not going to show pictures of me when we met with my long hair and stuff." And I said, "No, I wouldn't be that lame, and I come up with something better than that." Well, you know what, Rob, I am that lame, and I couldn't come up with anything better. So remember all that black attire, long dark hair, and so on? But before I show you these pictures, Rob, I hope you appreciate what everyone has to go through in order to see this. Not just the people who are seeing it for the first time, and just to add, I'm very, very sorry to have to put you through this, but more so for the ones of us that are having to relive it. There are only a small number of people in this room that knew you back then, which is, of course, myself, John Simmons here at the head table, John Glenn and Mike 3 Adair. Just to name a few, and I can speak for myself, I still wake up screaming and in a cold sweat even thinking about it. So here he is, Robert Christian Van Dyke.
Where?
But the even funnier thing about this is since Rob was a spokesmodel for all and everything that is black, I was the absolute and obvious complete opposite. He asked me what I mean by that. Well, let's just say that the Gap and the Banana Republic stores knew me by name. Yes, we were going up there, Rob in his heavy metal shirts, and I didn't know that you could get so much clothing with human skulls on it. And then there was me, bright yellow Gap jean jacket,
White shorts.
Shirt, the jeans, and of course my Doc Martens. Yes, quite the pair. Then one day it was all over. And I went over to Rob's place, he opened the door, and he cut all of those long locks off. And as time went on, he started to change his image and eventually got to where he is now. Then one night in 1999, Rob introduced me to Nicole. And again, as with Rob meeting Nicole, I was a little taken aback. There was this tall, very pretty, assertive, smart, no-nonsense kind of gal, and I was thinking, what in God's name are you doing with Rob? I was scared. Rob then asked me, so, what do you think? And I said, the first and only thing that came to my mind, you're on your own. She was either going to eat him alive or be the best thing that ever happened to him, and Rob, I'm glad you chose option D. On a more serious note, Rob to me has been a lot of things, but most of all, he's been one of the best friends anyone could ever ask for. Through bad hair days, even worse partying days where we swore we would never do that again, but of course we did. Now as the years go by, even a move to Edmonton for myself and my family hasn't changed our friendship. And no matter what happens or how much time passes, and I can always pick up the phone and they'll be just like we left off. Rob and Nicole, I'm so happy to be a part of this day for you, and Elaine and I wish you all the happiness and joy that this road takes.